Morning, Louise, my darling. Good morning. And what a beautiful day this is probably going to turn out to be. Oh, do. I hope you feel better soon, hon. I've been up since like 4 a.m. and I had my meds at like 7:30, so they well and truly kicked in. I'm waiting for this ass to unwrap. The Observer, you called it, love, you called it right and straight and true. He's just deleted all of his IG, so you've people, the cam tours, they've probably got a few more hours before he does. But he ain't going to go live on one of his mains, I don't think. I think it's going to be epoxy backup. A crap one at that. Maybe with 1,000 followers on. Hello, my luster plot, my love.
Yeah. Can you get out your paddles and pretend you're in a boat? Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, he's going to come back on here, Mama to be.
Gently down the street.
He's going to come back on. He's deleted the statement saying he's not coming back on TikTok. It's been removed. He done this last time. Morning, bad luck vibes. So, yeah. It was Louise, the apology is basically what he's done is one of the older ones that he's done on his IG. He's basically edited it, add red heart along with a wicked statement. That's what he's done. I've had that type of apology before, it means nought. Rinse and repeat. Hello, Groot. Hi, Elizabeth. And as for Weebs, blocked. Everyone block Weebs, by the way. Don't give it another second. She's cloud chaser. That's it. She's cloud chaser. Just block. Block and move. I watched Jammy's live because unfortunately I needed some sleep. Hey, Joshy, my love. Request a box if you want, Josh, love.
But do not let them in. Not so silly. Let's know that it's spicy.
This is it, Groot. This is the delusion that he lives in. This is his delusion. He lives in a dream world.
Hello.
Hello, Joshy. And Mr. Do not take medication with a monster. What are you doing? Water.
My TikTok is so playing up.
Yeah.
I can't. Again, I've got a blank screen. Again, I can't see anything.
TikTok are getting rid of this soon, Josh. What we're doing right now, they're getting rid of it. So it's sort of like glitching. It's just taking them a while to pull it down, I guess. But
I mean the voice thing.
no, the whole this live chat where people want to retain their anonymity and stuff like that, they're getting rid of it. In other words, you're going live with the camera on you. You have to go live with the camera on you.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, okay.
It is, isn't it? Because we can still use the
filters
and you can even use your screen, you know.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, wow. Oh, that's it's just been glitching out for me a lot. So I'm like, what the hell's been going on? That'll be why then. Ah.
Thank you, bad luck vibes. You don't have to give though, you know, love. I'll probably be in one of your lives and re-gift or throw a treasure box in like I always do. I do that to get people in the room. People wonder why I throw a treasure box in. It's to get people in the room. Yeah, people get notified where the treasure box is and they go to it. So, hi, Shaw. God, sorry. But yeah, he's about to go live. Joshy, I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
He really is.
Apparently the
But he
IG
isn't going to get on his name.
have the IGs been deleted now?
Yeah, he's deleted them, so it's basically the rinse and repeat action again.
I may have done a
Morning,
video where
Alex.
I may have done a video where I was raging and I was like, "Show us the proof. Show us the proof of everything." Because it's so. I'm getting so irritated with the whole use of mental health as a shield all the time, and it's just becoming so aggravating. Like, because we all suffer with mental health, and it's just when it's used as a weapon and as a shield, it's just like there are people actually out there that suffer worse off than I do. And
Well, that's it. We've had people in our inboxes who were after the incident with him, you know, who
yeah,
were absolutely, they were so triggered that they wanted to do it to themselves, and it's just to talk them down game, isn't it? You got to talk that person down.
and like that's the reason why I deactivated my account for a couple of hours because I needed a moment to be like, you just need a moment to be like, I need space. And it was no offense to anybody in the room, no offense to all the commenters or the people. It was just, I needed to pull myself away.
Yeah. The thing is, if you need the break, take the break. I take a break, Josh. You know that. You know what I mean? I'll come away and I'll do reposts, but that's about it. I won't do a post. You know what I mean? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Alex, for the roses, my darling.
Thank you, Alex.
You
Yeah.
don't have to get. Do you know what I mean? We're not really. I'm not saying we're not hard up, but do you know what I mean? But honestly, we end up being.
Speak for yourself. I have to work the street corners. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh my God, that's where he's going to be going, the street corner, I'm telling you. Honestly. But yeah, it's just like a quick laugh. I'm going to be on for about 30, 40 minutes, not major, but this is the rinse and repeat from LE. We've got older IG statements that are literally the same. The only thing that is different is the hearts. They're usually green, they're not red.
Yeah. They're red now. They're not green.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was getting at there with the red hearts and stuff like that.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to try a different color.
Wicked will be absolutely devastated by that.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they're going to be so devastated. There's no more green hearts anymore.
Hi, love. Hi, everyone coming in the room.
Hello, everyone. Didn't he come out with a cover of different? Yes, yeah. As far as I know, they did a cover at the Barbican, and then they were going to release it was going to be called like Defying Gravity, a Pride version, but they couldn't get the licensing. I believe it was the licensing, and then they released it anyway on Spotify, and then it had to be taken down very quickly.
Absolutely, because I mean, like, the fella from the Barbican got a hell of a lot of grief for that.
Yeah.
He got absolutely tore apart for that from real fans of Wicked, and you were just like, God, some of them are like, you know, hardcore fans, but they know what the limitations are. He doesn't.
I think this is where sort of like they want to be famous. That's all this is. They want to be famous. So I need to turn up a light. And they want to be famous. That's all it is. They just want to be this famous singer.
I know, did you see CLA yesterday, last night? It was that I'm getting millions from Wales.
No, I saw that. I was like, what? What?
You're battling with some of the absolute worst of the worst on the app, and you think you're going to get gifted. Okay, you know.
I mean, I CLA is another one where I'm just like, the level of confidence. I was going to say delusion, but confidence. We'll say confidence.
Yeah.
I'm like, millions. She's going to get millions. Okay, well, from where?
Exactly. No, he's not live yet, love. This is probably a little warning for the cam tours because he isn't going to come on back on a main. He's going to come back on a very small account to test the waters.
Yeah, they're going to come back on a small account. My cat's having a mad half hour. They're going to... Okay, Speedy. They're going to come back on a small account because they're going to see how the comments go.
Yeah.
If the comments are bad, then they're going to see who the comments are. Then they're going to block anyone that's giving the negative comments. They're going to take a mental note or not note down who's making the negative comments. So when they come off the small account, get onto the bigger account and be like, right, there's the list.
Yeah.
So I'm blocked. I'm blocked anyway. So
I'm fine, thank you, lovely, and thank you for the gift before. I wasn't being rude, I just missed it, but I've just checked whose gift. I always check who's gifted me to thank them. As he said, no, he's not going to mention Jenny anymore now. I think he's realised if he does, it will go legally.
yes, I've got a question. So obviously I saw the IGs and I brought it up in my video raging about it, and I was like, so apparently the police were ever so nice to them.
Doubtful.
Yeah, but I'm like, so they now, whenever I've had a mental health crisis, the police have never technically been involved unless I've caused destruction. Then they have been. Yeah.
Good morning, Pug Life.
Good morning, Pug Life. I don't think the police would be involved in this situation. Unless
They're not. It's another deflection tactic from them because we've been in rooms with the ex-officers who were telling people he has not been in touch with the police. Now that's a reliable source. That's not somebody who's just come over on a banana boat. That's a reliable source where they're saying he hasn't been in touch with the police because the police would simply tell him to get offline.
Yeah.
You know, so...
And this is where I'm sort of like, they said that their mental health is so affected. It's on my phone, and I was going to post it. It's one of those text things. I'm sort of like, it's about mental health, and it's about like self-care, and it's about like protecting your peace. And I'm trying to remember it word for word, but I'm not going to remember it word for word. And it's about basically not putting yourself in situations that are going to cause you mental distress, and that is the best version of self-care. So I'm sort of like, this is where sort of like he is screaming about mental health, but I'm sort of like, you are putting yourself in these situations.
Absolutely, honest. Because it's a public forum, it's a public platform that he posts everything on. Even now, even though he's gone private now, it's still very much public. Yeah. You know, it always will be because of his actions beforehand. You know, it's ludicrous. Good morning, everyone who's coming in. I do apologise.
We're having a natter.
We're having a natter, and we're giving people the cam tours a warning as well. He's going to come back on a small account to test the waters before he goes on his main. You know, he might go on his main tonight, probably to get rid. Morning, the bald thing, my lovely one.
Morning. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, like, it was so peaceful. So peaceful.
Never see him. IG has not gone, he is private, is it? So,
Which one?
He's gone private on his IG, so it's only certain people that can see you were following. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're doing that. Yeah, they're doing that because they don't want. Basically, they're testing the waters to see what they want to come back and act as if nothing happened. That's what they want to do. It's not going to happen. I hate to tell you.
No, we know exactly what's coming our way, so we're waiting. As I've said to him in videos, we are waiting. You know. And once again, to the people that think we're trolling them and bullying them, we cannot control the people in this chat room. And half of the people, when we click on their profiles are either privated, and we can't even message them. We have tried to message them and ask them not to put threats in his chat room, but they don't get it because their accounts are private, so there's not much else we can do.
Can't control what other people do. I can only control what I do.
That's it. Absolutely. Honestly, I've just never known a person like this. You know, he's obsessed. He's got an addiction to TikTok, and he's probably being, you know, DTing around the house. I need the TikTok. It's not worth the gifts, but he's still going to come live with gifts on.
I don't think it's the gifts that they're addicted to. I think it's more, it's the attention more than anything.
Yeah. Look at me.
Yeah, and this is the reason why they want. You always caught between a rock and a hard place because they want the attention, and it is the thing. They don't want positive attention. They want negative attention.
Yeah.
They want all of it. They want it all.
The thing is now, a lot of more people are waking up to what he's doing. And I'm loving the fact that the younger generations are coming up and saying, well, actually, it is pretty wrong what he's doing. And I will always repost the younger generations because, Josh, we've been doing this for a long time. Do you know what I mean? And we're just sat here going, do you know what? I need a holiday to Bora Bora. That's where I need to go.
I know, right? Nice holiday away.
Yeah. Where I get no signal. I don't want no signal, you know. People say to me, oh, you're going to lose your signal. I'm like, oh, thank God. I don't have to see what's going on, you know, but I think at this moment in time, he's going to play the old games that he does. And the thing is, thank you, the bold thing, my love.
Thank you, the bold thing. I do think it's going to be a rinse repeat cycle, and it literally is. Like, I saw a comment somewhere where somebody asked, like, I think it was something along the lines of, why is he being held accountable for something they did years ago? And I said it in my video. I turned around and said, because they are repeating the same things over and over and over again, that's the reason why they're being held accountable. Because even though if they do say sorry, like they even said sorry today, it's just they apologized for the situation a few months ago, but it's just the same. You can apologize, but then if you repeat the same stuff, it's going to be the same thing.
Hey. See, I saw a brilliant quote yesterday, and I did share it on my story. Lessons will repeat themselves until they are learned.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's not learned. So, and I don't know how. I don't know how he's not learned, because we're all still here, but he's not learned.
I think the thing that I'm struggling most with the E thing is that they are saying that they're getting on medication and they're getting help for their mental health and it'll all be okay. And my thing is I have multiple mental illnesses. I'm on a lot of medication, and it's taken me till I'm 38 to get fully treated, stabilized, and in the correct medicines for the correct illnesses.
Hallelujah.
And they're kind of going around like it's gonna happen in a week.
You know how long I've been on a wait list for therapy?
In a couple of years.
Since last February, and I've still not had the phone call.
It's a
It's
lot.
so horrible that you guys get that.
Who's echoing?
Probably me, always me.
Oh, it's not me.
The thing is with the, waiting, this is the thing, this is real world people in this room telling you that they have had mental health breakdowns, they have had nervous breakdowns, they have genuinely harmed themselves because they just don't know what else to do anymore. And it's because unfortunately, because of, the government and the way they're treating the NHS at the moment, it's just going to get much worse for a lot of people.
What's
I've
missed everything.
Nina, it's the same as always, babe. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat.
Is he back on TikTok then?
He's
No.
about to be.
Oh, is he?
They posted on IG trying to say that they are on mood stabilizers, that they are
No.
that they are mood stabilizers. The police were lovely and they're getting help and this, that, and the other, and that they're going to be releasing cover songs, even though the one that they released was not new, as in it wasn't a new video, it was an old video.
So it's all for attention.
Yeah, and so those IGs are now gone. From what I've been told, the IGs are now gone. So that was to test the waters, and now we think that they're going to come back live on IG at some point.
The thing is, though, it's like I said before, it's taken me so many years, and I don't want people. I'm just sharing it to spread awareness, but normal day-to-day life, I don't go, "Hi, my name's Panda, and I have all these conditions, and I'm on all these medications." Like, it's an attention thing.
If I sat down, same as Jordan, if I sat and told everybody all my medications, it'd take about a frigging hour.
Girl, the list.
Pretty much.
The list.
It's when you go and pick it up in it, and it's not a paper bag.
Yeah, you go to a GP now, and it's never the GP that you've met that you signed up with. It's always
It's a
a
load.
new one. And all they know how to do, unfortunately, and this is not a smack at any GP, nurse or anything, they look at the computer, prescribe more medication. Here's more diazepam for you. Here's this, here's that. And I'm sorry. It
Yeah,
becomes
we'll increase this, and we'll increase this, and we'll increase this, and then come back in 3 weeks.
I know.
In Australia, a lot of our GPs don't prescribe mental health drugs, so we do have to wait. The waiting list isn't as long as you guys, though, but when we get in there, they're very hesitant to give you, like, Valium or anything like that because it's an addictive substance, and people have abused the
to me,
system.
I literally fell, right, I've got a bad back issues, I'll always
Yep.
have a back problem, and I fell and it literally tweaked me back and I couldn't even stand straight, and the best thing they could give me was diazepam.
Yeah,
We
same.
don't get prescribed it here. It's like Panadol and go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, see, for me, I literally, with my medication, they sort of just lead me to it because, if I freaking say anything, you have to freaking wait, and, I'm just like, you know what, I'll just deal with it myself. Because
You sort of know what I'm doing for my children. My children have got saving accounts, and I'm telling you now, my daughter and my son will be going to Australia. I will be literally telling them to get out of this country as quick as they can.
We will welcome them with open arms. Although our healthcare system is so overworked at the moment that
believe
if you
so.
go to
I've seen,
emergency,
Yeah, I seen the newsreel from
it's
Australia.
bad, eh?
Like that. It really is.
Bad.
I was waiting 6 months for a CT scan on my back, and it had got worse. And I rang the doctor, and he actually said to me, "Go to A&E, and then you'll get your CT scan done straight away."
Yeah, they don't do
much.
deferrals anymore.
No,
If you have a back injury
just go to A&E.
if you have a back injury in the UK now, which is awful, unless it's affecting the spinal column, they will not give you nothing other than a relaxant and painkillers. That's it.
that's exactly what they did to me.
I have bulgy discs in my spine, and I've just gotten into care for my spine, and I'm on my doctors are great. I had the MRI, had the medication, I'm painkillered up until I can see the surgeon. The wait list is about a year though.
Yeah.
But I heard in England it's a lot worse. Like, you guys don't even get to see the doctor.
I was meant to be having my surgery the end of July on my back. I've got trapped nerves, and because I was a carer for 16 years, they call it a carer's back. So there's a lot of damage.
I have the same thing.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
when I tell you they've cancelled it, and my new appointment is for July of 2026. I've got a whole another year.
Why
to
do they
wait.
cancel it? Like, do they not have the surgeons, or is it like
No,
I
they
don't
really
understand?
don't. I think the Observer can explain better in regards to the medical side of
Yeah.
NHS at the moment. We haven't got enough doctors. We haven't got enough midwives. Unfortunately, you've got women giving birth.
So bad.
You've got women giving birth in waiting rooms, honey, in England right now.
The trouble is,
Oh,
is
wow.
that the junior doctors have everything put on them, but they're all striking at the moment, which is rightly so. But obviously, when they strike, it just throws everything backwards. Because my eldest
wow.
works in the operating department, and the amount of time she'll ring me, and I'm like, "How's today going?" She says, "We can't do anything because the junior doctors are on strike."
I have to admit, the only bad thing in Australia at the moment is mental health help. There are no rooms. There's no rooms if you need to get sectioned. There's no psychiatrists if you need to see them, unless you go private. So I've had to go private for mine, which is a lot of money, which I can't afford.
Yeah, the mental health system here sucks as well.
Mental health in the UK is not classed as an emergency. It's not classed as important, so that's why the waiting lists are so long. But it's even
Yeah.
little things like physio. I mean, I've been waiting for physio on my back for 2 years. I still haven't got an appointment to start.
I've paid
Oh, wow.
for physio. When I was working, I couldn't take the pain no more. I've paid for physio
Yeah.
privately. I mean, like, and that's not cheap either. That was, I think it was, for the 3 sessions, it was 420 quid.
Oh, wow. That's nearly
Yeah, I mean,
$100.
As you know, Emma, I paid private to get my daughter's autism and ADHD diagnosis, and that cost me £3,500.
Honestly, the countries on
That's
its
just
bottom-
ridiculous.
The countries on
I
its
didn't have
bottom-
any like physical face-to-face appointments. It was all done on Skype.
Yeah, it's
I
just.
mean, like, you can understand why the junior doctors are striking, and when I see
Oh,
them
yeah.
striking, I'll always applaud them for it, because they get treated absolutely horrific by senior doctors and nurses. And I've
That's
seen
so bad.
and you just sit there and think to yourself, well, you shouldn't do that because they're going to strike. People warn these doctors with these big chips on the shoulders that when
Why are
they
they so upset?
With the wages, they're doing ridiculous hours, and they're on the same wage as what my daughter is on, and it's basically slightly above minimum wage.
I'm so sorry for interrupting.
No. Honestly, don't worry about it. McDonald's cleaners are
Yep.
paid more than junior doctors.
Yeah, they get
They're
paid.
That's
on a
disgusting.
higher salary.
People at Tesco get paid more than a junior doctor.
Yep.
That's disgusting.
And some of the stuff they have to deal with, as I've said, I've worked in care for a long time. I've been in and
Yeah.
out of hospitals, you know, with people who I'm supporting. And when I tell you I have seen young, brand new nurses be thrown across the room and they're just told to get up and shake it off. That's what
I
they
was
tell-
a carer too, and I saw a lot of that in dementia care. It was basically they were getting paid the same amount as when I was working in hospitality, and it was disgusting to see how people treat.
My daughter rang me last
on
night.
a massive strike. It might change something, but nothing's going to change, unfortunately, while we've got that person running the country, which is Starmer.
Emma, I've been saying for years we need a general strike.
Yeah.
People
And
Yeah.
the thing is, though,
need
if
to take to the streets.
have you seen what workplaces have put in place in regards to people striking? They're getting sacked. It's an
Yeah.
immediate dismissal.
Yeah, because it's easy just to put everybody on 0-hour contracts, and then
Yeah.
Disgusting,
you've got no accountability then.
The UK needs help, and our country has helped so many other countries I sit there and
Yeah.
wonder why none of them are helping us. I just sit there and think, well, we've helped you for all those years, and I'm not saying our country's innocent, because it never was. We've got enough blood on our hands to last for decades. But that
The Americans are
blood,
sort of busy with Donald Trump,
True.
and
Oh, he needs
I don't,
help.
I don't think the Australians have much better. You know.
never seen the statement from your supposed leader, and I was like, whoop, that's not going to
Yeah,
end
he's
well.
a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, the way I see it is, the likes of Orion, CLA, who have wasted NHS.
Oh, I saw that. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Police services time. They should be charged. They should
yes.
be charged.
But what
They
gets
should
me
be
is
fined.
they should. But what gets me is, right now is, what annoys me is a lot of the disability community gets a lot of shit.
Yep.
Like, a lot of shit
Yeah.
all the time. We get called lazy. We get called all the names under the sun, right? And then you've got the likes of CLA, all these people out
Yep.
here, and I'm like, and you wonder why we get the shit that we do. And then what gets me is the government are doing what they're doing currently to the I don't like the governments are doing what they're doing to the disabled community, penalizing everyone, basically doing what they're doing. And then what I'm sitting there going, people are making a mockery out of just basic mental health and basic disabilities. And I'm like, you guys can sit there and make a mockery of it. You're not the ones who have to live with that. And then they're making a mockery of it. And then so people are looking at those people who are making a mockery and going, see, look at them. And then it has a knock-on effect. So everybody else, like all of us, gets the knock-on effect. And then we're the ones that have to deal with it.
It's
In Australia. Oh, sorry.
the way I see it is, it's a domino effect.
Yeah.
And once one of them is pushed over, they all go down. Quite recently in Liverpool, there's going to be a protest quite soon about it. They're shutting down relief centres for parents who have basically got disabled children who go there to get a break, a cup of tea, a chat with another parent.
But why?
Because we're under Labour again, unfortunately. They
in
see that as a drain. They see it as a drain, and it isn't a drain. Those parents need those centres. Stop touching them. Leave them alone.
In Australia, we have something called the National Disability Insurance Scheme. I'm disabled, and I'm on it. And normally it pays for things like physio and things that you may need around the community, occupational health, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mine was paying for my psychologist visits, not psychiatrist, psychologist visits. And it was paying for me to have a carer to take me out to the community because I have dissociation and I end up in weird places. I had a review recently and they took away my psychology and they took away 5 hours of my carer because they stated that I didn't need it anymore because I was stable. And this is run by the government, the same people that, they're saying, oh, disability, we have you. But then they're like, oh, but not you. They're taking it off people who need it because they made a system that was so easy to rot because you used to be able to just use their money. It was a weird way of doing it. And so many people rotted the system and now they're taking it away from everyone who really needs it.
Yeah.
Not me, but other people. I know people that are getting denied their incontinence pads and stuff.
And you don't
disgusting.
get them provided on the NHS anymore. You have to buy them.
You got to buy.
Yeah, I used to buy them for my mum, but now they're only they were on the NDIS, but now they're just taking away everything. They're like, you don't need psychology, even though my main disability is BPD. You don't need that because you're stable. Why am I stable? Because I'm on, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then people like E who will abuse the system and go, "Oh, woe is me, I'm so unstable, I need help," and use the money to buy an iPad or something.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
problem is that we've got at the moment in Britain is that
Yeah.
people don't understand real mental health from fake mental health.
No, they don't.
Whereas
Yeah.
we know the real ones. We know the ones that suffer daily with it, and we do daily check-ins with them, you know, on TikTok, on social media
Yeah.
platforms, you know, because obviously it's a worry for us, you know, but I don't want anyone to think that they are less just because of their disability. A disability does not define you as a person, and it certainly should not be used as a shield if you are doing bad things online.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm always here if anyone ever needs to talk.
Yeah, you can have severe mental health, but you still know right from wrong. That's the thing.
Damn right.
I mean, if you consider, like, my eldest works in the operating department. Okay, she's the one that assists the surgeons, you know, when they pass over all the instruments and everything. That's what.
Oh wow,
she's
that's
trying to
really
do.
that's
Right.
fancy.
Yeah, that's what she's trying to do. This week, she has done 15-hour shifts every day, and
Wow.
2 of those days, right, she wasn't even in the operating department. She was sent down to A&E because there was 25 ambulances sitting outside and there was no room inside. So the ambulances are sitting outside, treating people in the ambulances. And she was like, they're just completely overloaded, Mum, with people that. And she's like, I'm sorry to say it, Mum, but people that don't need to be in there. She says, but because of the duty of care, they have to be there. They have to bring them in.
Yeah.
The thing is,
oh.
we've got people, we've got parents. I don't know if anyone's seen the ITV report quite recently of that poor mother. She found out about her son's death through social media because someone messaged her and said,
Oh wow.
"Rest in peace" to her son.
Yeah, hardly.
No medical advisor told this woman that her son had passed.
That's disgusting.
It really is. And I hope she takes them for it, because I'm sorry, that is a major no-no for me.
And that was in high school, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had his life took in high school, unfortunately.
Can you thank your daughter for doing such an awesome job?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I can. She's actually got a day off today, but she's got a
Better
page
be sleeping.
in case she gets called in again. She was supposed to be off yesterday because it was her birthday, and she got called in, and she ended up doing 15 hours. So
Not good.
but like she said, I will always go in.
Hot a time with you saying about them charging. The way that Labour will work, they will charge the weaker ones before the stronger ones, so it'll depend on your bank balance.
And the problem is,
Yeah, go on, Joshua.
the issue is that I get where Hora's coming from. I do get where Hora's coming from. I do. The problem is that the issue is that yes, it would get rid of time wasters like E. The issue then comes in is I can't afford what insurance does. I could never afford that. You know, this is where it's a double-edged sword, because yes, it would stop people like E, but then somebody who has to have yearly injections done on my chest, like I would have to pay for that, and I wouldn't be able to afford it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd never be able to. I'd never be able to afford my medication, and to be quite honest with you, the medication that I need stops me from being an absolute terror to society. So it's a on it.
Hours ball thing. You might need that, you know. Do you want to come off your meds for a couple of hours for us?
I mean,
One
like
of my meds is
I'm
like-
going out later, so I won't be taking them then. So yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for later on.
Absolutely, Gail. I'll tell you the story. I had to put me mum. Now, she's my aunt. She raised me. I'm not going to go into my life story, but she was put in a nursing home, My mum worked all of her life from the ages of 14 right the way through. She never had a day off work, nothing at all. My mum, now I have to apply each year for a voucher for clothing for my mum because the care system, a week, it costs me mum, I think she's £560 a week now. So every penny that she ever earned through her pension goes right back into the system.
That's so horrible.
It's horrible.
That really, I buy me, I'm on UC, and each time my mum needs clothes, we have to apply for the voucher, but I just go and buy them. I'll go to Primark, and I'll just go and buy her what she needs, because honestly, I wouldn't be fussed to bother them for it, because the way you're spoken to on the phone is like,
Yeah.
you've done something
I
really
don't-
wrong.
I don't think that like elderly should be put on a pension that's so low that they have to buy they can't afford clothing. That's just not okay.
No, it's not. It's not. She worked all of her life. Her husband served in the armed forces. They take his army
Absolutely
pension from
disgusting.
him. His army pension goes right back to the government. She doesn't benefit from it at all anymore. Well, she wouldn't understand now anyway, because I walk in and she calls me a carrot. So it's one of them things.
Your mum got dementia.
Yeah.
My mum did too before she passed away.
Well,
It's hard, eh?
I've just had to put in an application, believe it or not, because she can't watch the TV anymore. It gets her too aggressive and stuff like. And I've just
Yeah.
had to put in an application to have that telly removed that I paid for. I'm not allowed
Can't
to
you
go
just
in and get
remove
it.
it?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to go in and get it. I've filled out the form and it's there. I've got to wait for the on-site
Is this
manager
at the
to
nursing?
say-
Is this at the nursing home?
Yes.
I just go in and take it. That's ridiculous.
I paid for it. It cost me 150 quid. It's only a little one, but she didn't
And
have.
why can't you just go take it? In Australia, you can.
I wish we could, love, but the way it is in the care side at the moment, it is diabolical.
Oh, I am so
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah,
doll.
yeah.
If there's anything I can do to help from Australia, let me know.
No, honestly, love, the application's there. I've got to wait. The on-site manager is away with her children at the moment in here.
What does your mum like to do? Is there anything I can send her? Like, she do puzzles or?
She used to love doing puzzles and stuff like that, but ever since she tried to stab a carer with a pencil, that went out the
Yep.
window.
My mum got me with a butter knife.
Yeah. The thing is, Ryan, if you are watching this, your apology means jack shit to us.
Damn right.
Nothing means
We don't
nothing.
forgive and we don't forget. We never will.
No.
You're a drain on society. People in this room have worked their bums off for years and have had to come off work either because of their mental health or through injury, through work. You wouldn't know a day's work if it hit you in your face. You really wouldn't.
I mean, they tried to work, right? As far as what I know, they tried. For like a day.
Yeah, it was in a food place, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in a good place for like a day, I think it was.
Yeah, and they said that they couldn't bear the smell.
I see
Is he for real?
they changed the
He,
story.
he,
with that.
he lived in the Barbican with rats. He had rats crawling all over his bed, but he couldn't stand it. Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, we'll believe that.
Yeah, you can't bear that smell, though.
Okay.
But there again, whatever restaurant he was at, the horrible trolls, unfortunately, he wouldn't have a job for long.
See, this is where I sort of sit there and I'm looking at this, right, and I'm going, they really have, this is the reason why I said, get offline for not just a day, not just a week, not just a month, but for like a solid year, because at this stage, social media, they can't do anything on social media anymore. And in real life, they people are going to look at their online presence, the work people are going to look at their online presence and be like, all of this stuff online, and they're unemployable right now.
They are. Your digital footprint is now becoming a thing where my
Disgusting,
digital. Yeah, the thing is, your digital footprint eventually will define who you are in a job. I guarantee you, the applications for jobs are about to change, and they are gonna. There's gonna be a section on the, you know, your little form that you've got to
What's your
fill in.
Twitter?
Yeah, watch your Twitter, watch your Facebook, watch your TikTok, watch your YouTube. And if they see that you're unfit, they ain't going to give you a job, I can promise you that.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
And
don't think they're doing anything wrong though.
which you,
No,
yeah.
that's it. He lives in Alice in Wonderland. He's got Alice in Wonderland syndrome, love. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't give a damn what anyone thinks.
Definitely.
Just-
Sorry if I
just
just took
get-
over someone.
Yeah, just get your cash out. Get your cash out. That's all it is. Get your cash out. I'm not saying that to the chat room, by the way. Don't get your cash out. Keep it with you.
No, I get. Yeah, that's just it. Though. So, like, they truly believe that they have done nothing wrong, because even in their Instagrams today, the way the words are being phrased, it's being phrased that they are the victim and that they just lashed out and that they have no control
Yep.
over it. But but this is the thing, we all saw that happen in real time. They had full control over what happened, because when you go back and look at it, which I know people have
That's
taken it
fake.
up, but when you look at it, it's fake. The escalating was fake, but even the lead up to it, the lead up to that thing that happened didn't need to happen at all. So I'm like, the thing today, I'm sort of going, well, you're trying to phrase this that you are the victim, but that didn't need to happen in the first place. So I'm like,
That's it.
it's like, what is, yeah, they're trying to frame it so that they are the perpetual victims, so they've done nothing wrong. But I'm like, you did though. You accused someone of something that was totally wrong. You got called out for it. You acted out. It wasn't impulsive. You acted out like a petulant child because you didn't get your own way. And now you're trying to rephrase it so that you're the victim.
It's always a sorry, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
but my favourite
wanna say I'm
word from these top creators is but. I think if anyone can edit a couple of videos of the ones that are absolutely outlandish on this app, you will always hear but. Always. But. I did nothing.
I want to apologize if I talk over everyone. I don't mean to. I'm hearing impaired, so sometimes I might not hear you.
You don't need to apologise. I've had people in my boxes who scream and shout, love, do you know what I mean, and swear and do that. So, you know, if it's a full-on, like, a discussion live where I've got to say, but everyone you can support, there's only, 4 of yous in here, so it's pretty controlled.
I'm always
That's
on
pretty
mute
chill.
because I echo all the time. So
You're actually
You need
not
a new
echoing.
headset or something.
I know. I really, but still echo. Always echo.
And everyone thinks that the bald thing's like this spy. She's not. She doesn't know what it is, but she's always echoing. She's
Yeah. It's literally, I think I've just, and I've got a Google phone. It's not like my phone's some like piece of crap. It's like, it's all right, but I'm always echoing. And I don't like
Like a
hearing the
decent
sound of
phone.
my own voice.
No, I don't like hearing the sound of my own voice either. Well, yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, I was going to say sometimes, because sometimes I have to sit there and listen back to my own videos, and I'm like, oh, okay.
The thing is, I just think now that the cam tours need to carry on doing what they're doing. We need to carry on pointing out the facts. And, he stopped, do us a favour, stop copying, pasting and editing old IG posts. Because the only difference is red heart and the fact that you've done another quote from Wicked. That was the only difference. You've done this before.
Yeah.
If you really accepted the consequences of your actions, where is the full apology to Jenny? Because I ain't seen it. Anyone else seen it?
Nope.
Nope.
You could have ruined her life. You could have cost her job. How dare you? Accusations like that should not be taken lightly by anyone. They really shouldn't. And unless you've got the full-on receipts, and when I'm talking receipts, I'm talking receipts. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't do that kind of stuff. I think what he did is, you know, we've been talking about that Ali girl, and quite recently we found out that her mother wants nothing to do with her, which is very sad. She's very young, and, you know, stuff like that. And I think he sent that young girl on a wild goose chase, and that's what you come up with. Because he wanted, the thing is with E, the second you are against him, he wants everything on you. He tried to do it with Band-Aid, he tried to do it with Creators Gone Wild, he accomplished it unfortunately with Riley, you know, which was him dead naming Riley, which was absolutely disgusting. Because
when was that?
well, was
must
that
have missed
before
it.
Christmas, Josh? He dead named Riley. Yeah, I'm sure it was. It was before Christmas.
Yeah.
He did-
Oh wow, I missed that. I remember the doxing, but I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, Rain, the inspector went through absolute hell with Alphabet. Absolute hell. You know,
Thing is, with what Orion did the other night with, you know, the last live that we all saw, it was all because people weren't believing him. And this is something I want everybody to kind of like look at when they're watching people like this. Like, because me and you, like in this room, if somebody doesn't believe something that we say and we know it to be true, it's like, all right, you don't believe it, whatever, move on. But
That's
they
it.
went out of their way and did such a display because people were not believing them, and it almost gives like, you know, they doth protest too much, you know, like, you don't believe me, so I'm going to do this. But why do you need people to believe you so desperately?
I know why. Because their mother gave them no attention other than negative attention their whole life. You can see it. You can see that Maria didn't really raise them very well, so it was just sort of like,
he didn't raise him
I bet
very
he just-
well, but when you look at him in the younger years, he was clean. He was very. The room was very clean that he used to stream from. If you go on the Observer
definitely.
YouTube, you'll actually see that. You'll see that the room was clean, tidy. He attended school every day. She never let
I
him.
didn't even
stay
think of that, eh?
It was probably for her to get a break from him, like, but still he attended. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to drop, guys, because I'm going to go over to my daughter. We're going to have a birthday thing today.
Oh, we should have happy
when's
birthday.
her
from
birthday?
you, love.
Your daughter.
It was her birthday yesterday. She was 24.
Hey!
And in 11 days, she gets married.
Oh, it's my birthday tomorrow, so Leo friends, yay!
Hey.
Happy
we're gonna
birthday
go
for
over-
tomorrow.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna-
Happy birthday to
we're
your
gonna,
daughter for
um,
yesterday, babe.
We're going to
Big
bag
hug
up
to you, love.
we're going to bag up the confetti and things like that, ready for the wedding. So
Oh,
Cute.
so excited for you to have a fantastic wedding and wish her all the luck for the future.
she's getting married in the middle of the forest.
Nice.
Yeah,
I love that.
she's been
Yeah.
with him since she was 17. He was her best friend, and then they got together.
Oh,
They've been together 8 years now, and they're getting married in 2 weeks. So
Oh, I love love.
it's very much it's almost like a chick flick movie. He turned up on her 17th birthday and just stood there in front of us all, and he went, "You know, we're best friends." And she said, "Yeah." He went, "I'm in love with you," and she went, "I'm in love with you as well." Since then they've been together. They've bought a house together. They've both got careers.
it makes me so happy.
Yeah, and now my youngest is 16, and she's going out with her best friend Josh. She's been with him for a year.
Oh,
So
I'm so jealous. I really am so jazzed. I'm sick of being alone. Anyone want a date? Anyone in the chat room? Even if you're a woman.
My husband might
I'll
object.
send you
I get that.
pictures later, Emma, of the wedding dress and Robin's prom dress.
Oh,
They
I
had
can't
prom a
believe
couple of
that.
weeks ago. So
Defo sent me a hun.
yeah, and when as soon as like the wedding ceremony's over and that and things like that, I'll send you the pictures of that. She literally walks through the tree canopy to like this like rustic wooden gazebo thing, and that's where she gets married. And then on the night of the wedding, they sleep in a tree house.
Oh, I don't know the ball thing. What do you reckon? We have a wedding dress day, baby. Just go and try them on, just to see what we look like in them. Get.
Yeah, let's do it, and let's get disgustingly bladdered while we do it.
Yes.
And all. Why not?
Fun. I don't, sounds like
It's
fun.
going to be very Lord of the Rings. There's as she walks down the aisle, there's a man on a like grand piano playing the theme tune to Lord of the Rings as she walks down the aisle.
Nice.
Yeah.
But anyway, Nina, if you go and love, just like, I can't wait to see them photos. I really can't.
Yeah, I'll send you some later on, sweetheart.
Okay, well, you have a lovely time with your daughter and wish her all the best and the
I will
best.
do. Lots of love, guys. Bye.
See ya.
Bye, Nina.
Oh, I really am sick of being single, and I'm sick of these playboys. You know what I'm saying? I think we all are.
I generally don't have that problem, although for some reason TikTok seems to think that I'm single because I keep on getting these weird messages and it's like, "Hi, how are you?" And then it's like, "Hello," and then it's like, "I'm this person," and it's like, "I can give you millions," and I'm like, "I'm sure you can. I'm not really interested though."
I get them as well, and I'm like, no.
I think when I get them, it's always, "Hi, beautiful, you look stunning," and I'm looking over my shoulder going, "Is he looking at the right person here?" Do you know what I'm saying? Who you looking at?
Yeah, you're a noise woman. You're beautiful.
Side-eye, do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, as I said, Elphaba will be live at some point either today or early hours in the morning. If you do not like to sleep, my suggestion is check out the Cam Tours page because they're going to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did any of the camp tours on other than you?
I don't Cam too, honey. I just stitch and duet and point out facts.
Oh, I thought you did. You can too.
No,
For some reason.
No, we've got Riley, we've got Jamie, we've got.
Oh yeah, I follow Riley and Jamie. I mod for a lot of them.
They're the lead. They're basically the lead ones on it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you ever see them live, it's for a good reason. Do you know what I mean?
I thought you did for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh God, I wouldn't Cam too because I wouldn't hold my own and I'd be banned.
Oh,
in
me.
about 5 minutes.
I want to. I'm thinking of doing it here in Australia, but then everyone will be asleep. So.
No, if you do it, love, if you want to come along, and the more the merrier, we'll repost, we'll put you on our stories and stuff like that. If you feel like...
I'll think about it, eh?
Yeah, give it a shot, see how it works. Always start off small, never with the bigger ones. That's a bit of advice for you. So definitely message Riley and Jamie about the best way to go about it, or the Observer. The Observer is the OG of the Cam Touring community.
Oh, are they? I always wondered who started it.
It was the Observer. She caused a hell of a lot, I tell you, and she was amazing. And she does it every now and again, but I understand why she doesn't do it anymore, and it is because of the hate that she does receive for it.
I watch her every now and again. She's great.
Yeah, she is. She really is. She's amazing. But I'm going to love yous and leave yous all, and thank you all for the beautiful gifts.
No problem.
The clam slam. I got a clam before. Thank you very much for the gifts. And
I got 7 gifts. Thank you.
So did the ball thing. Josh is the leader. He got 8.
Thank you, everyone.
No, I love it.
I can't see.
I didn't even realise. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
It pays for my heart-me's.
Afternoon,
Heart-me people.
Satan's son. I'm about to drop, love. I do apologise, but we are all well, love.
Yeah.
And we'll see you round the bend, I guess, all of us.
Oh, yeah.
See you all later. Have an
Yeah, I'll
awesome
see you
night.
later on. I'll send you some drunk voice notes, Emma.
Yay!
All right.
All right, love you. Bye.
Love
Bye
you.
all.